Assalamu alaikum. This is online class and Mohammad Soyeduzzaman, Associate Professor and Chairman Tourism and Hospitality Management, Mohammadpur Kendriya College, Dhaka. Students, I hope you all are well. Because of COVID-19 breakout in the pandemic situation of the world, we are bound to stay at home. We are staying at home, but it does not mean ideal. We have to work for our next days, so I am here to take your online class. I hope you all will give attention on my class. Today I will take class on fundamentals of management and also discuss about the chapter 1. Everyone needs to be aware about management. If we mention proper ways while management, not only general people but also industrial sector, multinational and joint venture organization, private and public organization will be benefited. We must take in the proper ways and be responsible towards management. Management is universal, so the student commerce have much more skill and score from those side. I am giving you some important question from this chapter, and the first one is what is management, and next question is discuss the function of management, and third and last question is discuss the principle of management. And first question is what is management? In simple words, management is the set of manner of managing, handling, direction or control. In broad sense, management includes planning, organizing, staffing, leading or directing and controlling an organization to accomplish the goal or target. Basically, the word management originated from the Latin word managere, which means to train up the horses or to handle. But by the passage of time, it relates human being in lieu of horses. So the meaning of the word management is to handle the overall activities of the organization. Let us discuss some of the definition of management. Skinner and Evans defines management is the application of planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling function to the most efficient manner possible to accomplish meaningful organizational objectives. And the Handy Fuel says to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to direct, to coordinate and to control. According to James F. Stoner, management is process of planning, organizational observation and guidance of effort, all organizational members and uses of resource, other organizational to be reaching the target of organizational which have been specified. George R. Terry defines management is a distinct process consisting of planning, organizing, directing and controlling performed to determine and accomplish the objective by the use of people and resource. Wairis and Kunjo defines management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in group efficiency accomplish selected aims. According to the Griffin, defines management is a set of activities including planning and decision making, organizing, leading and controlling, directed at an organizational resources with the aim of achieving organizational goal in an efficient and effective manner. From the above discussion, we can find the following characteristics. Management is a social process. Management is goal-oriented process. Management is an integrated process. Management is pervasive. Management is multidimensional. Management is a group activity. Management is a dynamic function. Management is an intangible force. Management is a continuous process. And the Terry and Franklin a diagram in the management. This diagram is objective and management process. Management process, that means inputs, man, machine, materials, money, market method, planning and organizing, leading and motivating, staffing and controlling, output and end of result. This is the management. We can above discussion, and finally we can say that management includes planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. No ideology, no political theory can win a greater output with less effort from a given complex of human and material resource without sound management. And the second question is, management functions. And the management functions, many scholar defines in the many things. In the Henry Fayol defines planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling. Luther Gulick defines Buskor, P for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, C for coordinating, D for directing, C for controlling and R for reporting, B for budgeting. Kunjo O'Donnell defines planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling. That is the function of management, and the main function is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, coordinating, coordination and last one controlling. That is planning. And first one is planning. Planning is the most basic or primary function of management. Planning involves determining the objectives and selecting a course of action to achieve them. It implies looking ahead and deciding in advance what is to be done, when and where it is to be done, how and by whom it is to be done. It is helpful in more effective achievement of goals. Planning helps an organization to face uncertainty and change. And the planning. J.L. Macy says planning is the most important to the development of organization, and planning is the main function of the organization, and planning is future action plan of the organization to development and activities. So planning means determining an organization goals and deciding how best to achieve them. And the next is organizing. J.L. Macy defined organizing is a process by which structure and allocation of jobs are determined. Once plans are formulated, the next steps is of organizing. Organization is the process of establishing authority and responsibility relationship among the Relationship among the members of the enterprise. Organization is the process of identifying and grouping the work to be performed, determining the delegation, responsibility and authority, and establishing relationship for the purpose. R.W. Griffin says, organizing involves determining how activities and resources are to be grouped. J.L. Macy defined organizing is a process by which structure and allocation of jobs are determined. And the next one is staffing. Staffing is the process of filling all positions in the organization with adequate and qualified personnel. Staffing consists of manpower, planning, recruitment, selection, training, compensation, integration, and maintenance of employees. J.L. Macy says, staffing is the process by which managers select, train, promote, and retire subordinates. And the next one is directing. Directing is the managerial function of guiding, supervising, motivating, and leading people towards the attainment of personal targets of performance. Directing is the executive function of management because it is concerned with the execution of plan and policies. J.L. Macy says, directing is the process by which actual performance of subordinate to guided towards common goals. And the next one is motivating. Motivation is the important functions of management. Motivating is the process of inspiring people or to strive for the accomplishment of common goals by providing stimulating that satisfy their needs and motives. Motivation is an important determinant of job performance. Several types of incentives and rewards are used to be motivate employees. There are different types of motivation: financial motivation and non-financial motivation. Financial motivation, salary, incentive, increment, bonus, overtime, and others. And non-financial motivation is work environment, recognition, reward, and work advancement. It's a non-financial motivation. Motivation is the main things and developing of the organizational activities and employees development of and joining the enforceable by employees. R.W. Griffin says, motivation is the set of forces that causes people to behave in certain ways. In the next one is coordination. Coordination refers to harmonizing and integrating the activities and efforts of different individuals into teamwork. It requires integration of diverse and specialized activities towards the achievement of common goals. Manager integrates the effort of different employees to ensure that the work as a team. According to Merriam-Webster defined, coordination is the process of organizing people or groups so that they work together properly and well. And the last one is controlling. Controlling is the process of ensuring that the organizing in motive in the desired direction and that progress is being made towards the achievement of goal. The control function ensures that activities are carried out according to plan. The Henry Fayol defines controlling is the process of which management evaluates performance using the predetermined standard and the light of the result. Make a decision regarding corrective action. Whereas Kunjo defines controlling is leveling and correcting individual and organizational performance to ensure that events conform to plans. So control is the last process, and this is the functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, coordinating, and controlling. It's a called management. So the student commerce have much more skill and score from those side, and no ideology, no political theory can win a greater output with less effort from a given complex of human and material resource without sound management. And management function is very important to the development of organizational activities and development of organizational goals and targeting your achievement or organizational achievement goal. And the next question is, principles of management. It is a very important question to the organizational activities and organizational functions or organizational principles. Different organization has different principle of management. However, the list of 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol, these 14 principles are equally acceptable for all types of organization. These principles are given below: division of work, 2. Authority and responsibility, 3. Discipline, 4. Unity of command, 5. Unity of direction, 6. Subordination of interest, 7. Remuneration, 8. Centralization, 9. Scalar chain, 10. Order, 11. Equality, 12. Stability of tenure, 13. Initiative, 14. Esprit de corps. That is 14 principle of management, and this principle of Henry Fayol, and these 14 principles are equally acceptable for all types of organization. First one is division of work. Total work of an organization is divided into small manageable units and assigned to particular individuals. It helps to increase efficiency. The principle of division of work can be applied at all levels in the organization. Authority and responsibility. In an organization, the authority and responsibility should go together. The manager gives his order directly to the subordinate. After he should take the responsibility for the work done by them. So the person receiving the authority should be ready to bear the responsibility for the same. It is important to delegate authority, at the same time retain the responsibility with him. Authority and responsibility should be divided into the personnel. And the third, discipline. Discipline should be followed by all the employees. Obedience behavior, discipline, flexibility, and human consideration are together called discipline. The organization must have discipline, otherwise it cannot run smoothly. And the fourth, unity of command. Every subordinate should receive orders and be accountable to only one superior. Dual or multiple commands is a perpetual source of conflict. Unity of command avoids conflicting order and ensure order and stability in the organization. It is also helpful in fixing responsibility. Unity of direction. According to this principle, each group of activities having the same objectives must have one head and one plan. The principle of unity of direction seeks to ensure unity of action. Unity of direction should not be confused with the unity of command. And the 6, subordination of individual interest to general interest. Every employee should forget their individual interest and should work for common purpose. When there is conflict between the two, interest of the organization should prevail over individual interest. 7. Remuneration. The amount of remuneration and the method of payment should be just and fair and should provide maximum possible satisfaction to both employee and employers. Centralization. The question of centralization and decentralization is a matter of finding optimum degree for the particular concern. The degree of concentration of authority should be based upon optimum utilization of all facilities of the personnel. It should be determined on the basis of individual circumstances in each case. Scalar chain. It refers to the chain of superiors ranging from the highest authority to the lowest level in the organization. There should be a clear line of authority ranging from top to bottom of the organization. All upward and downward communication should flow through each position of authority among the scalar chain. And the 10, order. This principle is concerned with the arrangement of things and the placement of people. In material order, there should be a place for everything and everything should be in the proper place. Similarly, in social order, there should be an appropriate place for everyone and everyone should be in his or her appointed place. Equality. Equality implies that employees should be treated with justice and kindness. Managers should be fair and impartial in their dealing with subordinates. Equity helps to create cordial relations between management and workers, essential for successful function of every enterprise. And the 12, stability of tenure. Employees cannot work efficiently unless job security is assured to them. An employee cannot render worthwhile service if he removal room the job before in the get accomplished to it. Initiative. Employee all the levels should be given the opportunity to take initiative and exercise judgment in the formation and execution of plans. Initiative refers to the freedom to think for oneself and use direction is doing work. That develops the interest in employees in their jobs and provide job satisfaction. Spirit the crops. This refers to harmony and mutual understanding among the embrace of an organization. Union is strength and unity is strength. Unity in the staff is the foundation of success in any organization. Management should not follow the policy of divide and rule. Unity among personnel can be developed through proper communication and coordination. At last, we can say that the 14 principles of management can be used to manage organization and are useful tools for forecasting, planning, process management, organization, management, decision making, coordination and control. So this is the 14 principle of management. This principle is appropriate to the all about the organization and all levels of organizational industry. So the student commerce have much more skill and scope from those sides. Thank you.